Bonjour, bonjour mes élèves. Ce leçon est pour mes élèves niveau 2 et nous allons discuter de deuxième partie de chapitre 6, euh, le bon vieux temps. Euh, Ça a été la première partie de chapitre 6 et maintenant on va discuter la vie à la campagne. Et comme grammaire, on va discuter le superlatif et le comparatif. Et en fait, cette deuxième partie de ce chapitre est vraiment facile. Il n'y a pas beaucoup à comprendre et c'est pas stressant du tout. Donc, on va commencer directement avec le vocabulaire 2. Et ça commence à la page 206, 206 là. Et vous pouvez voir ici la vie à la campagne. Voilà. OK? Et il y a ce petit dialogue là. Il dit, c'est tellement bien la vie à la ferme de mes grands-parents. So he's saying, it really is nice, the farm life at my grandparents' place. C'était tellement bien la vie à la ferme de mes grands-parents, his grandparents' farm. Et donc, on va commencer avec le vocabulaire. On va commencer là pour la prononciation. Alors, je commence. La grange. Okay, so this is like the barn. La poule, a chicken. Okay, so don't confuse poule with poulet. So poule is like a hen walking around. Poulet is cooked and on your plate. Okay, so poule. Le canard is a duck. Cochon is pig. Le cheval, horse. Le sapin, rabbit. Le lapin, rabbit. La vache, cow. Le tracteur, tractor. Le champ, the field. And you can use les champs. You can pluralize it to talk about the fields. It's another way to speak about the country. La chèvre, goat, l'âne, donkey. Le mouton, sheep. Le prairie, so the grassy field. Le village, and so this is a very small town. Autre mot utile, tranquille. Je suis là. Je suis là. Autre mot utile, tranquille, calme, bruyant, masculine, bruyante, feminine, pure. The pronunciation is the same, masculine or feminine, just a spelling difference. Pollué, whether masculine or feminine, just a spelling difference, it sounds the same. Propre, sale, stressant, masculine, stressante, feminine. Dangereux, dangerous, dangereuse, that's masculine, feminine. Vivant, masculine, vivante, feminine. And pour exprimons-nous, faire la comparaison à la campagne, faire la comparaison entre la vie à la campagne et la vie en ville. Alors, la vie en ville est plus stressante qu'à la campagne. More, okay, so you have your subjects, nouns. You have your subjects and nouns, the verb to be, the comparative plus for more, And just like how you have ne and pas, or ne and plus, and ne, like you have two parts to your negatives, this comparison has two parts. The part that actually means more or less or as much, and the part that indicates as, connecting it to your next idea. La vie en ville est plus stressante que la vie à la campagne. La vie à la campagne. La vie en ville est plus stressante, and you don't have to say la vie twice if you don't want to. La vie en ville est plus stressante qu'à la campagne. Ok? La campagne, c'est moins vivante que la ville. Il y a plus de bruit à Reims que dans mon village. La vie à Brest est différente de la vie à Saint-Malo. J'aime autant la vie en ville qu'à la campagne. J'aime autant la vie en ville qu'à la campagne. Okay, so these are different expressions comparing life in the country to life in the city. And you can use your ultimo utile or any other adjectives that you've learned already that would be fitting for life in the city and life in the country to make these comparisons. One thing that's essential to remember is when you're making your comparison, the adjective has to agree in number and gender as your stressed noun or your subject, depending. Okay, so how you start your sentence, that subject or that stressed noun, that's going to determine the gender and the quantity of the adjective, and they must agree. They must agree. Okay? And really, the vocabulary is just, it's pretty rote memory, and the exercises that are around it, it's just plug in the variable. Mais on va commencer maintenant avec le grammaire. Donc, le vocabulaire pour ce chapitre est vraiment simple, très très facile. Et alors, on peut commencer avec le grammaire, ok? On va discuter le comparatif, adjectif et nom, et le superlatif, avec les adjectifs. Ok, pour le comparatif, il y a trois sortes, ok? Supériorité, infériorité et égalité. Et donc, quand on parle de supériorité, on utilise le mot plus et ajouter que. Pour infériorité, on utilise moins et ajouter que. Et pour égalité, on utilise aussi. So, plus, moins, aussi. Et voilà. Supériorité. Plus adjective. Okay, so I can say that someone is taller than someone else. I can say, moi, je suis plus, adjective, grand. And notice how I'm saying grand and not grande, because I'm male and the adjective is agreeing with me. So I can say, moi, je suis plus grande que Emma. Moi, je suis plus and I just did the thing that I'm not supposed to do. Moi, je suis plus grand que Emma. Moi, je suis plus grand que Emma. Okay? And I've got this division here because you may not necessarily need this depending on how you start. Say there's a question of qui est le plus grand, Emma ou Monsieur Kinslow? And I can say, so who's taller, Emma or Mr. Kinslow? And so I can respond, oh, c'est moi, moi je suis plus con. Je suis plus con. Okay? But that's just, maybe in response to a question. I can stop there. But if I'm going to genuinely make a comparison, then I have to continue with que. So, moi, je suis plus con que Emma. I can switch it. Emma est plus petite que moi. Okay? Infériorité. Moi. Okay? Emma est moins grande que moi. And see how I said grand the feminine way? Whereas when I'm talking about myself, I said it the masculine way. When I'm talking about Emma, I said it the feminine way. Emma, elle est moins grande que moi. Okay? And say that there are two people that are about the same height. Moi, je suis aussi grand que Michael. Michael est aussi grand que moi. Okay? So that's basic comparative structuring. And after I discuss superlatives, I'll get into more detail, different kinds of comparative structuring. But superlatives are also quite easy. Alors, si vous tournez à la page 212 pour les superlatifs. And compare here. The thing that's going to be the largest difference between the superlative and the comparative is this element of égalité. Superlative, by its nature, is not going to have égalité. Okay? Well, that goes against the nature of the superlative. Superlative is to be the greatest, the tallest, the best. Okay? So if you're going to say, if you're going to use the superlative structure, you're going to have an article rather than just having the noun and your plus, moins. You're going to have an article, okay? Le, la, or les. Okay, it's going to be an indefinite. It's going to be a definite article. Le, la, or les. Okay, so if I say, if I'm going to say Nancy is the most beautiful city in France, I can say Nancy est la ville la plus belle de toute la France. Okay, so you can see in your rubrics, c'est la ville la plus intéressante de la région. So this is just plugging in the variables. Again, the big difference between superlative and comparative is there's no égalité, and rather than going straight into your description of plus or moins, you're going to have an article there. And there's also no que, okay, because that que is the connecting tissue between your comparisons, but there isn't the need for that same kind of connection when you're using a superlative, because you're saying it's the most of something compared to something else. Okay, so you're going to use de rather than que for your superlatives. Okay, so comparatives, supériorité, infériorité, égalité. Okay, and you have your non, plus, adjective, que, article, non. And for superlative, it's only supériorité et infériorité. Article défini, plus ou moins, et de. Adjectif et de. Ok, on va continuer à partie 2.